But wasn't Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad? Like, literally the first Suicide Squad movie? Like, the first Harley Quinn appearance movie? Because I didn't see Harley Quinn in Dawn of Justice anywhere. And if I was Batman, I'd just throw her right into Doomsday. Just let him deal with it. But here's the thing about it, like, you can't say, like, this movie is a Suicide Squad. You can't even say, like, if it's a Suicide Squad sequel or a Harley Quinn sequel to Suicide Squad. You know, for example, an interview with Total Film via of Harley Quinn updates, the writer discussed her take, Christina Hodson discussed her take on the looming film, mainly approach to the Queen of Gotham, as Amanda Waller labeled her in the film, suggesting that Birds of Prey is more of a standalone story than a sequel to Suicide Squad. Stating, quote, "It's obvious that it's characters we've met before, but it's really its own story. It's kind of how I approached it. I just tried to take myself off the leash. I fell in love with this character. And then all of these other new characters show up, and I just created a brand new story that felt like its own thing. And that doesn't have to feel like a follows another one." I don't want this woman to ever write a story. Now, they're talking about, like, doing Harley Quinn trilogy. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I know one thing, Hot Topic's probably rubbing their hands going, thank you. Thank you. Because here's the thing about it. I don't want to see a Gotham City Sirens film yet. I'd rather see a Gotham City Sirens film and set in the universe of the Batman films that Matt Reeves is doing. Because here's the thing about it. If DCEU punishes all with this Gotham City Sirens film with Harley Quinn trilogy, it won't be a Gotham City Sirens film. It'll mainly be Harley Quinn and the Gotham City Sirens. I don't want to see that. Because Gotham City Sirens is about 3 characters, not just 1. 3. You had Catwoman. You have Poison Ivy. I don't know why. And you have Harley Quinn. It's about 3 strong female characters. Mainly 1 who wears a tight cat suit. That's my focus on. And they go through Gotham City and take what's theirs. Mainly the one in the cat suit. My eyes are focused on that. But still, it's about 3 characters, not just 1. Annoyance. And here's the thing about it. I know a lot of people are going to say, you're harsh on Harley Quinn. You don't like Harley Quinn. I do like Harley Quinn. My favorite version of Harley Quinn is the one on the Sean Ward show. Because she's fucking hilarious. She's funny. You know. But the Harley Quinn in DCEU is like the one in the New 52, which I did not like. I mean, seriously, why does Harley have sidekicks who dress like her? You know. But I would rather see a Batman Gotham City that involves the Sirens. I would love to see Bruce Wayne show up, undercover, and Catwoman knows that's him, and he's like wearing this ridiculous mustache and glasses, and has a matchstick out of his mouth, trying to look sharp and cool, and Catwoman's going like, "What a ridiculous costume!" Like, I would love to see that. I don't want to see Catwoman in a Batman-less Gotham. I don't want to see that, because it sucks. I want to see Catwoman in a Batman Gotham City. Like, you watch every scene of Gotham City Sirens and you're like, he's out there somewhere. He's just, you don't see him. Like, I want to see that Gotham City Sirens. I don't want to see a Gotham involving Harley. I just think it'd be stupid, in my opinion. So, agree. I know, right? My producer agrees with me on this, which is great. Alright. What did you think of Batman Hush ending? I tell you this, the ending of Batman Hush was kind of disappointing. I don't know why. It's just, I felt like it was a downer of an ending, but I just wish they would have done it differently. I felt like Batman Hush was kind of a disappointment. I mean, not really a disappointment, but I just wish it was its own film. Like, the Gotham by Gaslight. Like, that's how I feel about it. I just think they should have just done, Batman Hush, like how they did with Gotham by Gaslight. I think if they did it that way, it would have been a really good Batman film again. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but I'm just so tired of the DC animated universe that I wish they would just take a break and just do original DC animated films. Not this whole DC animated universe. They did it before, and under the Timverse, as they called it. I just think if they decided to be like, you know what, we're going to push the pause button on the DC animated universe films, instead just do original animated films with original stories. That's what we're going to do. I would be for it. I don't know what it was. It's just, it didn't feel, Batman Hush just didn't feel like how I read the comic. Like, when I read Batman Hush, sorry, I didn't take a drink of water. My throat was dry. When I read Batman Hush the first time, I was so into this Gotham City, this whole universe. And I love the coloring, the artwork and the coloring to it. And Batman Hush movie had some of it, but it just didn't have that touch, that magic touch to it. And I wish they would have made it something beautiful. Like, when you watch Gotham by Gaslight, and I highly recommend it, because it's a damn good film. I wish they would do a sequel to it. Involve, like, the supernatural aspect to it. Because, back then there was, like, rumors of vampires and all that. That would have been so cool if they did that. I would love to see them do Batman, Blood Rain. Or they had Batman as a vampire and they had Catwoman as a vampire. That would be so cool if they did a movie like that. I wish they would do that. Do, like, every year, just do a film and release it on October. Like, have a DC animated horror movie. I would love that. With Gotham by Gaslight, it was just so beautiful. It was so beautifully made. And it felt like an animated movie that, from the old era. Like, when Bruce Timm was cranking out animated cartoons, non-stop. It felt like that. It was just something about it. Like, a lot of people loved it because it was something refreshing. And Batman Hush was refreshing. You had Catwoman in both films. Got them, by Gaslight and Hush, which was great. Wonderful and refreshing to see my favorite female character of all time. It was lovely. And I felt like with Hush, it should have been, I love the story that they focus on Bat-Cat romance and all that. I thought it was just wonderful to focus on that, because their relationship is so unique and special. And with the ending of it, with it all being revealed that Riddler was behind all of it, it just sort of took the air out of the balloon. Like, what? And the best part of Batman Hush, honestly, was the Joker. I love the scene where Batman and Gordon were fighting Clayface, and Joker, of course, saying, get up, Gordon. Calling Gordon useless, basically. Like, I love that. I was like, where's that Joker at? I want to see that Joker, and I want to see that version of Joker in the Batman film. The sarcastic, witty Joker. Yeah, it was funny. And, with it being revealed that, like, in the comic, of course, Riddler was the puppet master, or the chess player of it, because, he was playing chess at the end of it. That being revealed, it's just sort of, like, it wasn't focused on the complicated life of Bruce Wayne when he was a kid and now he's an adult. They didn't focus on that. Instead, it was like Hush wanting to take out Batman. Like, when you read Hush comic, it tells the story of Bruce Wayne and his friendship with Tommy, who was a prick. Because, he was, spoiler alert, he was Hush. But it just kind of annoyed me that they killed him off. And you're like, oh man, he's going to come back and he's going to get revenge on the Joker. He's going to get revenge on Bruce, Batman, for doing what he did. But it didn't happen. Like, I love the part where Bruce Wayne reveals that he's Batman to Catwoman. I thought that was wonderful. And for me, it was just sort of like, like one thing that I thought of after reading this, I mean, not reading it, but watching it, the animated film, was the guy who wrote it. He didn't do a bad job. But I was just like, I hope to God he does not write Batman No Man's Land animated film, if they ever do one. Because he would cut out majority of it what I like. He would cut out the whole meaning of it. Instead of an earthquake, it's like somehow Riddler or Joker did it. Instead of a natural disaster, instead it would be some crazy ass villain causing an earthquake. I just hope if they ever do a No Man's Land animation, it would just be a mini-series on DC Universe. Or a 3-part DVD story. Something like they did with Dark Knight Returns. Like a 2-parter or 3-parter. I just hope they don't do it. Because I would be so pissed if they just made it to like one animated film and that was it. Because that was like a year-long story. But my favorite scene of Hush was the chase between Batman and Catwoman, and Catwoman saying, "You like the view? That's all you're gonna see." Like, I love that because that is like Catwoman. Like, seeing that scene, I just like, I want that in the live action movie.